don't know if I've explained on the last one I talked about the Buffalo Bills. But I want to point out this division. I got the Bills winning it. I got the Patriots coming in second. I do have Miami coming in third, and the Jets fourth. And you're going, isn't that the way they ended last year? It is. But I don't see Miami's head coach change being as positive as people might think. Brian Flores was actually a phenomenal head coach. When I say phenomenal, let me draw that back. He was a very good head coach, and he was growing as a head coach. We're going to see. The New England Patriots have the best head coach in the NFL. The Bills right now just have that much more talent than the rest of the group. The New York Jets did draft well, but they've already been bit by injuries, and I don't care how well you draft or how good your head coach is, without a viable quarterback to actually carry you there, it's just not going to happen. So let me concentrate, though, on the New England Patriots. New England Patriots have the best head coach in the NFL. Matter of fact, I personally believe arguably the best head coach in the NFL history. There are other head coaches that I say that when they were coaching had potential or also of note. Al Davis, John Madden, Don Shula, Tom Landry, these and Mike Tomlin. These are what was that?
Marv Levy.
As you can tell, there's a Buffalo Bills fan in the room, and they said Marv Levy. So, I don't know what to say to that. Unlike Marv Levy, you went to more than 4 Super Bowls, and you won them, not lost all of them. But, I don't want to pick on Marv Levy because fate has already done that for me. Okay, I'm going to talk about a few things, though, because New England Patriots, you've had so much success. But Bill Belichick, I've been a fan of yours before you even were head coach. I heard about you from a mutual friend, Joel Bucksbaum, and I was just a kid at the time, and I didn't know you, but he had actually mentioned that you were a friend of his, but I didn't know what that meant because I was just a young kid, and so when I heard that you were the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, I definitely kept an eye on you, and while the fans were tearing you apart in the news media and everybody else, I watched how you actually coached. And you made some minor mistakes, but for the most part, you were spot on. It's just people were used to being coddled and so on, and you expected people to follow a certain pattern of behavior that was expected to be a successful team. And they just didn't do it, and they rebelled. And you also inherited an old team that played above their heads before you got there. So I was very sad that everybody attacked you when you were Cleveland Browns coach, but very happy you got to pick your situation later on, and it's worked out for you. So let's go with your team currently. Now I've said great things about you. Let me point out this: you're terrible at drafting. You should never draft another first-round draft choice ever. My recommendation to you is either ask me to draft for you, in which case you'll be going to Super Bowls almost every year, or trade out of the first round. Just trade out of the first round. Get as many draft choices later on, because where you do excel in is draft choices later on, or other people's draft picks that they don't know what to do with. You're a phenomenal head coach. As a general manager, you're less than mediocre. And I don't know why, but I got a feeling I understand why. I think you see the potential in every single athlete, and you see what you could do with them, and yet you completely ignore, from a draft capital standpoint, where they should probably go. And I think you as a general manager benefit from the fact that you are the head coach, because you can win with almost anything. You can get schlock and win, and that's just impressive. Now, mind you, you have a quarterback that I really like. I liked him. I thought it was great that you waited and drafted him when you did. I think Matt Jones definitely has a great skill set, and I like his personality. There's a lot I like about Matt Jones. So, wide receiving core is it's average. Your wide receiving core is average. Your running back core, too deep, really good. James White just retired. I don't think that hurts you. In fact, I think he would have taken carries away from two far more talented players. So I wouldn't be shocked that you actually pointed that out to him, and that's why he chose to retire at this point. So your running back core is more than solid. Of course, if I was drafting for you, you'd have John Taylor on your team. But again, it's not like you're falling far off based on the team, the running backs you have. Your defense, it's going to be hard to replace the cornerback you lost, but you've always found a way, so I have faith in you. I just don't think you have the talent yet to compete with Buffalo as the division lead, but based on your opponents, you can still wind up with a better record. And also, your Buffalo is a Josh Allen injury away from falling off the wayside. But I do think you're going to come in second again this year. I also think you're still going to the playoffs. It's my belief. I hope, like I said, your wide receiving cores, you need one stellar wide receiver, at least one to pull some attention away. And it'd help out your quarterback a lot. But in the meantime, you're still going to find a way to be successful. Why? Because that's what Bill Belichick does. Finds a way to be successful.